This is an important room of the house, and hey, it's just off the kitchen. You watched us design and build this house in 150 days, but the work is far from over. We're about to jump into my favorite part of the process of bringing all this together. Join me for an exclusive look right here on ehowhome. Well, this is the mudroom, one of the smallest rooms in the house. Well, I guess it is aside from one of the bathrooms, but one of the most important. It's that space where, well, you come into the house and you may have, well, mud on your shoes. That's where it gets its name. So you can take off your shoes here. But it also serves a lot of other purposes, like it's the place we're using for a utility room. We have the stacked washer and dryer over here. So the purpose of this is to be functional, useful. It's a room of utility. So storage was critical. Let me just point out a few things that we did to increase the storage here. Let's start with the shelving. You can see that up here I ran a shelf the full length of this room, all the way back here. In the corner, I decided to build in a little closet, and what we have here is a tiny little 2x2 space, which is perfect for storing a broom, mop, and of course an ironing board. So up on this shelf there's plenty of room to stack things. This wonderful piece, which I think is so interesting, was designed by Paul Michael. It comes from the Paul Michael Company, and it has a series of bins that were used in some kind of manufacturing plant where they store different kinds of bolts and nuts and things like that, but they just pull right out, and there's an attachment back here with a little chain that keeps them from falling out. But what a great way to store all kinds of things in the mudroom. This has to be my favorite piece in the room, and if you like this, I'd love for you to leave me a comment and tell me why. I'll pass it on to Paul Michael himself. He was pretty proud of it. It's made of oak, and like I said, you've got these individual drawers in here so you can pop things in there. I mean, we all have so much stuff, and where are you going to put it? Which brings me to this shelf up here, which has a similar bracket that I have over here. It's just one that I drew out, and Tony cut it out and laminated two pieces of plywood together, and then we just used a wide piece of plywood at the top. I based the width of this shelf on the length of these canvas baskets. They're really good looking, and you can place things in them. You could even put name tags on them if you couldn't remember what's in them. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I alternated the colors in sort of a cream and chocolate brown just to add a little visual interest. Now the dimensions of this room are slightly varied. It's 10 feet this way and 11 feet back there to that window, but then there's a 5-foot cutout here. So this is actually the landing of the stairs, and the stairs go up here, but we actually were able to create a little storage under here, which has come in very handy just under the stairwell. It was important all along to make sure that we used every inch of space in this house. One of the things that I love about this space is that it has lots of natural light. We have this north-facing window over here. Of course, we have the entry door, which is a French door by Marvin, and then you get a good bit of natural light that comes in through the south door, the door going into the kitchen, because there's a lot of natural light in the kitchen. Now the colors in this room are worth pointing out. This is that really nice soft taupe color called Quicksand from Benjamin Moore. Of course, we used our trim color throughout the house, which is Snow White by Benjamin Moore. And then my favorite, this color for the floor is called Black Bean Soup. We've used it everywhere. And I just want to say that this room is going to get a lot of traffic. And when we put down the Black Bean Soup floor and deck paint, it was a specific kind of paint. We also put a coat of polyurethane on top of it because, well, in certain areas like this mudroom, it's going to get a lot of traffic and a lot of wear. Sometimes I can get so carried away about the way things look, I forget about the function. If you can think of some things in this utility room or mudroom that I missed out on that might make it more useful, I'd love for you to post a comment and let me know. And for you to see the other room reveals, the easiest way to do that is just to subscribe to ehowhome.